I'm Rose, and welcome to Speak English Naturally.
And I'm Jack. Today, we are jumping straight into a real situation.
Here is the problem. Someone tells you an emotional story, and the only reactions your brain can find are very good or very bad. Let's see how that actually sounds.
Playful. So, Rose, I need to tell you about my weekend. It was a complete roller coaster.
Oh, really? Tell me everything.
Well, it started on Friday. I finally got that promotion at work. I was so happy.
Oh, that is very good.
Yeah, but then, on my way home to celebrate, my car completely broke down in the middle of the highway in the rain.
Oh no, that is very bad.
It was. I waited for a tow truck for 3 hours. I was freezing, hungry, and just miserable.
Very bad, yes, very, very bad.
But eventually, the tow truck driver arrived, and he was the nicest guy. He even bought me a hot coffee on the way back to the garage.
Wow, that is very good.
And then, to top it off, when I finally got home, my friends had organized a surprise party for my promotion.
Very good, very, very good.
Okay, let's pause the role play right there.
Light laugh. I sounded like a polite, friendly robot, didn't I?
You sounded like a very supportive machine.
It is such a common trap. When we learn English, very good and very bad are the first tools we get. They are safe. They are easy.
Exactly. And there is nothing grammatically wrong with saying very good or very bad. They are correct English.
But in a real conversation, when you only use those two phrases, you lose the emotion. You lose the flavor of the story.
Right. When my car breaks down in the rain, very bad doesn't feel like enough sympathy. And when I get a promotion, very good sounds a little bit boring.
So what happens to English learners? You want to show excitement. You want to show sympathy. But your vocabulary freezes and you just say, oh, very good.
Let's do that scene one more time. But this time, Rose, let's unlock some new words. We don't need complicated dictionary words, just natural, everyday alternatives.
Encouraging, I love this. I will throw away my robot script. Let's try the recovery strategy.
Okay, starting from the beginning. Rose, I need to tell you about my weekend. It was a complete roller coaster.
Oh, really? Tell me everything.
Well, it started on Friday. I finally got that promotion at work. I was so happy.
Excited. Oh, wow, that is amazing. Congratulations.
Thanks. But then, on my way home to celebrate, my car completely broke down in the middle of the highway in the rain.
Sympathetic. That sounds terrible.
It was. I waited for a tow truck for 3 hours. I was freezing, hungry, and just miserable.
That is awful. 3 hours in the rain?
Yeah, but eventually, the tow truck driver arrived, and he was the nicest guy. He even bought me a hot coffee on the way back to the garage.
Oh, that was so nice of him. What a great guy.
And then, to top it off, when I finally got home, my friends had organized a surprise party for my promotion.
Smiling no way. That is absolutely fantastic.
And scene, much better.
I felt human again. I actually felt like I was part of your story, not just grading it like a test.
Chuckle's right. Your weekend gets a score of very good.
That is exactly what it feels like. So let's break this down in our natural debrief.
Let's do it.
So Jack, why do we get so stuck on the word very?
Because very is an amplifier. It makes things bigger without requiring you to learn a new word. It is highly efficient for a beginner.
It is like a magic button. You know the word good. You want to say it is more than good, so you push the very button. Very good.
You know the word hot. You push the button. Very hot. Tired. Very tired.
But after a while, if you push that button in every single sentence, your English stops growing.
And more importantly, your personality gets hidden. When you say, "That is amazing," your face changes, your voice goes up, you show real energy.
Yes, when you say that is very good, it is hard to put a lot of emotion into it. It always sounds a bit flat.
So today, we are going to build a simple, practical framework for replacing very good and very bad. I like to think of this as the emotion upgrade.
The emotion upgrade. I like that. It sounds like downloading a better version of my vocabulary.
Exactly. Step 1 of the framework is notice the trap. Step 2 is choose your flavor. Step 3 is drop the very.
Notice the trap, choose your flavor, drop the very. Okay, let's start with the positive side. Let's upgrade very good.
In our role play, when I told you I got a promotion, your first instinct as a beginner is very good. What did you use in the better version?
I said, that is amazing.
Amazing is such a powerful word. It is everywhere in real spoken English.
Practical, we use amazing for everything. The food is amazing. The movie was amazing. The weather is amazing.
It is the perfect all-purpose upgrade. If you only remember one word from this episode, to replace very good, let it be amazing.
But let's give people a few more options. What if I am eating a piece of chocolate cake and someone asks, how is it? I don't want to just say, it is very good.
You could say, it is delicious. Or, if you want to use our new framework, you could say, this is fantastic.
Fantastic. That has a great energy to it. Fantastic.
Notice what happens to my voice when I say these words. I don't say, it is fantastic. I put the stress on the middle. It is fantastic.
Encouraging, that is a great pronunciation tip. When you use these strong adjectives, you have to mean them. You have to give them a little bit of power.
Let's try another one. What if a friend tells you they just booked a vacation to Hawaii?
Oh, that is wonderful.
Wonderful. Beautiful word. It sounds warm. It sounds happy.
It does. It feels much more personal than very good. It says, I am happy for you.
So we have amazing, fantastic, and wonderful. Let's add one more casual one. Something you use with your friends.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yes, it is everywhere, especially in American English.
How was the concert? It was awesome. I finished my project. Awesome.
It is the ultimate casual upgrade for very good.
Let's do a quick recap of the positive upgrades. Instead of very good, we have amazing, fantastic, wonderful, and awesome.
Perfect. Now, let's look at a common mistake learners make when they start using these new words.
Ooh, the double amplifier mistake?
Yes, the double amplifier mistake.
I hear this so often. A student learns the word amazing, and they want to show how happy they are, so they say, that is very amazing.
Right. And while native speakers might understand you, it sounds a little bit strange.
Why does it sound strange, Jack?
Because words like amazing, fantastic, and wonderful already have very baked into them. They are already at 100%. You cannot make them more than 100%.
So amazing already means very, very good. If you say very amazing, it is like saying very, very, very good. It is too much.
Exactly. That is step 3 of our framework. Drop the very. You don't need it anymore. The new word is strong enough by itself.
But Jack, what if I really, really want to emphasize it? My friend didn't just go to Hawaii. They won a free trip to Hawaii. I need more power.
Playful. If you absolutely need more power, you can use the word absolutely.
Absolutely amazing.
Yes, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. That sounds completely natural.
But never very amazing.
Never very amazing. Just let the word do its job.
Okay, I love that. Now we have to talk about the dark side. We have to talk about upgrading very bad.
This is actually more important than the positive words,
Why do you think so?
because when someone is sharing bad news, they are looking for connection. They want sympathy. If you just say, "That is very bad," it sounds cold. It sounds like a computer analyzing data.
Error situation is very bad.
Exactly. In our role play, my car broke down in the rain. I was freezing. What was your first upgraded reaction?
I said, that sounds terrible.
Terrible. That is a great word. It shows you understand the pain of the situation.
Terrible is my go-to word when things go wrong. The traffic was terrible today. I have a terrible headache.
It is strong, but it is common. What is another one?
Awful, AFFUL.
That is awful. This is a fantastic empathy word. If your coworker says, "I lost all my files on my computer," you say, "Oh no, that is awful."
It shows that you feel sorry for them. It is much warmer than very bad.
And again, notice the pronunciation. We put the stress on the first part. AW full.
Terrible, awful. Let's add one more strong one. Horrible.
Horrible. Yes, the weather this weekend was horrible. I had a horrible nightmare.
So we have 3 strong upgrades for very bad, terrible, awful, and horrible.
Let me give you one more. But this one's is a little bit different. It is softer.
Okay, what is it?
ROUGH rough.
Oh, I use this all the time. That sounds rough.
Yes, we use RU when something is difficult, exhausting, or stressful, but maybe not a complete disaster.
Like if your friend says, I had to work until 10 p.m. last night, you wouldn't say, that is horrible. That feels a bit too dramatic.
Right. Working late is bad, but it isn't a tragedy. So you say, "Oh man, that sounds rough."
Rough is perfect for daily complaints. I didn't sleep well last night. Oh, rough.
It is a great social tool. It shows you are listening, you understand it wasn't fun, but you are not overreacting.
Let's do a quick test, Jack. I am going to give you a situation, and you give me a natural reaction using our new words. Don't use very good or very bad.
Challenge accepted. Give me the situations.
Situation 1. I just tried a new recipe for dinner, and it tastes like burnt rubber and sadness.
Oh wow, that sounds awful.
Perfect. Awful fits perfectly because it relates to a bad experience, especially food. Situation 2. I found a $50 bill on the sidewalk this morning.
No way, that is awesome.
Awesome. Great energy. Situation 3. My flight was delayed by 2 hours, so I had to just sit in the airport.
Ah, that is rough.
Yes, rough. It is annoying, it is tiring, but it is not a disaster. Let's do one more. Situation 4. My sister just had her baby and everyone is healthy and happy.
Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. Congratulations to her.
Look at that. A whole conversation, full of emotion, full of natural reactions, and we didn't use the word very even once.
It feels so much more dynamic. When you drop very good and very bad, you actually start speaking with people, not just at them.
And I want to remind everyone listening, you do not need to memorize 20 different adjectives today.
No, please don't. That is how you get overwhelmed and go right back to saying, "Very good."
Just pick 2. Pick one positive word that you like, maybe amazing or awesome, and pick one negative word for empathy, maybe terrible or rude.
Just put those 2 words in your pocket. Tomorrow, when you are talking to someone, or even just thinking in English, try to use those 2 words instead of the very trap.
Let's make this even more practical. Sometimes, when a native speaker uses these strong words, they combine them with specific phrases to keep the conversation moving.
Right. We don't just shout "amazing" and run away. We use it inside a sentence.
Let's look at how we connected these words in our role play.
In the beginning of the role play, when I said my car broke down, You didn't say, "It is awful." You said, "That sounds awful."
This is a golden phrase.
Why is "that sounds" better than "it is" in a conversation?
Because you are reacting to a story. You weren't in the car with Jack. You didn't feel the rain. You are listening to his words. So you say, that sounds terrible based on what you are telling me.
Exactly. It shows active listening. That sounds amazing. That sounds rough. That sounds fantastic.
It is such a natural conversational filler. While your brain is trying to think of your next question, you can say, oh wow, that sounds awful. It buys you a few seconds, and it makes the other person feel heard.
Let's talk about another common combination. When we use positive words, we often add absolutely, as we mentioned before. Absolutely fantastic.
But with negative words, we often use really. That is really terrible. That is really awful.
Yes, really, works well with almost everything. It is a safer amplifier than very.
So if you feel naked without an amplifier, if your brain is screaming, I need an extra word, use really or absolutely, not very.
The food was really amazing. Native speakers say that all the time. Grammatically, some strict teachers might not love it, but in spoken English, it is perfectly natural.
But again, my favorite is just letting the strong adjective stand alone. Let the word do the work.
Let's dig into the reality of using these words under pressure. Because right now, sitting here, it is easy to say, I will use the word fantastic.
But tomorrow, at 9 a.m., in a Zoom meeting with your boss, when she says the project is approved, your brain will panic and say, very good, boss.
Yes, the default setting takes over under stress. So how do we actually change the default setting?
You have to practice it out loud when there is no stress.
This is so important. You cannot expect your mouth to produce a new word under pressure if it has never produced it in a safe space.
When you are driving in your car or taking a shower, imagine someone telling you good news. Say out loud, wow, that is amazing.
Train your facial muscles to match the word. You can't say amazing with a flat, serious face. It feels wrong.
Try it right now. Try saying that is amazing while frowning.
That is amazing. Nope, it feels like I am being sarcastic, like I am lying.
Right. The language is connected to the body. When you learn these emotion words, you have to attach the emotion to them. Smile when you say awesome. Drop your shoulders and look sympathetic when you say awful.
It is like muscle memory. When you attach the physical feeling to the word, it comes out naturally when you need it.
This is why English learners often feel like they have a different personality in English. They feel less expressive because they are relying on very good and very bad, which have no emotional physical connection.
Upgrading these two phrases is the fastest way to bring your true personality into your English.
I completely agree. Let's pull out the most important lines from this discussion.
Let's do it. I want to replay the lines that really saved that role play and made it feel human.
Yes, not as a vocabulary test, but as a small emergency toolkit for real English. These are the phrases you want in your pocket.
The first phrase is, that is amazing.
Clearly, this is your ultimate replacement for very good when someone tells you happy news or a great result.
For example, I passed my driving test. Wow, that is amazing.
Try this line with us. That is amazing.
That is amazing.
The next one is, that sounds terrible.
Focused. Use this when someone tells you a bad experience. Using sounds shows you are actively listening to their story.
For example, I lost my phone on the train. Oh no, that sounds terrible.
Say it with us. That sounds terrible.
That sounds terrible.
Our third line is the softer negative. That sounds rough.
Encouraging this is perfect for daily complaints. It is bad, but not a disaster. It is a great way to show sympathy for stress.
For example, I have 3 exams next week. Oh man, that sounds rough.
Try this line with us. That sounds rough.
That sounds rough.
The fourth phrase is the ultimate casual positive. That is awesome.
Playful. This is highly common in American English. Use it with friends for good ideas or for fun experiences.
For example, we are getting pizza for dinner. That is awesome.
Say it with us. That is awesome.
That is awesome.
And the final one is the power amplifier. Absolutely fantastic.
Confident when a strong word like fantastic isn't enough, don't use very. Use absolutely to give it maximum energy.
For example, the new restaurant downtown is absolutely fantastic.
Try this line with us. Absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic.
So today, we didn't learn complicated grammar rules. We just gave your emotions a better English translation.
We replaced the safe, boring, very good, and very bad with words that actually have life in them. Amazing, terrible, awesome, rough.
And remember, the goal is not to memorize the whole dictionary. The goal is to stay in the conversation and sound like yourself.
Your small challenge today is this. Pick just one positive upgrade and one negative upgrade. Write them down on a sticky note.
And try to use them out loud today, even if you are just talking to yourself.
And tell us in the comments, what is one thing that happened to you this week? And how would you describe it using our new words? Don't use very good or very bad.
If this conversation helped you, like, subscribe, and share it with another English learner who is stuck in the very good trap.
And in the next episode, we are tackling a really uncomfortable situation. What to do when you are in a group conversation. Everyone is laughing at a joke, and you completely missed it.
Oh, the fake laugh. I know that panic well.
It is a classic problem. We will give you the exact phrases to handle it smoothly without feeling foolish.
Bring your ears, your courage, and maybe one of your new awesome adjectives.
You've been listening to Speak English Naturally.
Real English for real life, even when the situations are a bit rough.
See you in the next conversation.